All right, well, welcome everyone to another episode of Star Citizen Digital Master with you. Very happy to be playing the game today, and I finally am getting around to some mining. I've been meaning to get to this, but the events has come along, and yeah, got a little preoccupied. But we are back and ready to go with this mining initiative. I really want to take one of these ears out. I really want to get back to it. I haven't done mining in quite a long time, and I really miss it. Believe it or not, I do. It's a fun game loop, and I want to make some really good alpha UC. Why do I see an enemy over there? Let's make a move for it. That's a player, I like to think. Right? Probably? Probably not. I don't know. Is that a player? I can't tell. Give me a landing pad. Give me a landing pad. Oh, you did. They did give me a landing pad. Now, I don't think they can shoot from out here, but actually, I partly think it was a NPC. I think a player would have been a little bit more aggressive there. Anyway, let's just wait a minute. Which way is this oriented? I'm not used to seeing the little. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's land this bird. So I do have my prospector here, and we can actually. I'm pretty sure I already upgraded. If in fact, I'm making this video before I have released my preparation video. So you should have already seen that video, or if not, you may want to go back and check it out. But I did a lot of preparation getting the prospector ready, as well as my character in general, really. Let's go ahead and get out the left-hand side here after we turn off the ship. So we are pretty much ready. It should be no preparation for this video. We just have to go get our prospector and head out. We also wanted to be prepared for ground mining, but with the prospector, you really can't load any vehicles into it. So, well, you can't at all. So we have to sort of choose between ship mining or vehicle mining, or, on foot mining, I guess, separately. So we have to do ship mining first, and then we'll come back and also maybe try our hand at a little bit of rock mining. So let's try that. Let's try that out. Should still be here and in good shape. Now let me just wait a minute before we do this. Let's actually make sure we got everything that we need, because there are some things I need to consider here. I might mine in this and save our Pembroke suit for ground mining. Because with ship mining, we are going to end up getting out of the ship, because I do have not those beautiful weapons. I have those beautiful weapons. I love the white AO3, and then I love the P6, and that's like it's the rhyme version. So awesome. So awesome. Yes, I have the Bormax mining gadgets for this quant mining adventure we're about to go on. I tried to use it once since it's been released, and I think it bugged out. It was right at the time that this was released, so this will be my first time really getting into it, so this should be fun. So with that said, I probably want to move this over here, at least one of them over here. No, both, because I can go back downstairs to the refinery. Downstairs. I can go to the refinery here at this station and get some more if I need to. Looks all business in there, though, but cozy enough. All right, so we are going to actually go mining at Lyria. Probably dangerous place to mine, but we're going to try to use some best practices. Doesn't guarantee our safety, but, it gives us a fighting chance. So let's go ahead and mark our destination. In fact, we can take it another step further. Oh wait, while we do that, mind you, let's get our quantum drive ready. Get our speed at the highest, well, very high. And I'm putting all power to shields. Get our shields up all the way. Well, actually, they're already there. So I'll balance it out. We'll center it out. Let's go back to the star map. And let's find a location that we want to target. I'm going to go for Sal 2. I don't think it matters. You know, it's all, you know, probably irrelevant as far as the exact spot. But then again, actually, I'll take that back. That's not exactly true. Okay, we're good. Yep, as you see, we're already out of there, and I'm already ready to go. That's why I spool up right in the hangar before I come out, because seconds count. Seconds count when it comes to flying this ship. This ship is very... It's not a very maneuverable ship. So you really want to give yourself as many... Let's not even use the word advantage, because that's a terrible word to use in this context, but you want to limit your drawbacks as much as possible. The ship is not maneuverable at all, pretty much. It doesn't have a lot of speed at all, either. So, and it can't fight. So what do? So you want to get your ship ready before you even pull out of the hangar, as ready as possible, and that was the example. So you want your shields at 100% before you leave. You want your speedometer thingy is high, so that if you have to burn out, you can. And lastly, you want to have your quantum drive spooled up and ready to calibrate. All right, so we are headed to Lyria. Let's go. Let's go. Back to our mining adventures. Now, the idea, or the hope, is to find Quantanium, which is the most lucrative ore in the game at the present time. And it's actually probably one of the best ways to make money in Star Citizen right now today. Yeah. A better idea for me to do, because this may take some time, because the idea is not to mine near these POIs. Terrible idea. Don't ever do that, because that's exactly where pirates are probably going to look first for low-hanging fruit. Like new players who don't know any better. So you really want to get as far away from these as you possibly can, because you want to make them have to work for their you know, their kills or their okay, I don't know why I rotated that way when I actually want to go this way. So we're going to turn off the quantum drive, and we're just going to go toward the sun. I think that's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. I'm going to say that a lot. It's corny. I know. I know. I sound like a nerd. I know that too. Is that actually a player? That's not a good look. Oh my God. Just as I say that, man, like, just stumble upon somebody right away. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Thankfully, I think he was another miner, but holy, the fact that it just, dude, that's crazy. I don't know what to say about that, but we're just gonna go ahead and take a long drive this way, long flight this way, and see about just getting as far away from that as possible. Now, the idea though is that you scan too, because you may find, yeah, see, all that is mineable rocks or gems. Let's not even look at that, because if we see a quantum rock, we're gonna want to stay there and do some mining right there. But I need to get a little bit more distance away from those POIs. The other thing I want to do is take off clear the route, because this way I can make sure I'm not flying toward another POI, which it looks like, how far is that? It looks like I am. Let's go this way. So when you, I think this still works. When you are getting ready to mine, you probably want to have your hover, what do you call those things? Anyway, your engines pointing down, hover mode. All right, so let me go ahead and scan these rocks. Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, scanning rocks is the other important thing. And now I think distances have changed. So it's not exactly the same. And so you have to kind of get in closer in order to really get a read on the rocks, which I'm sure some people are not so happy about. Okay, there we go. And it's not always easy to get the hitbox right. Instability 2.59. It's sometimes hard to read those. It still doesn't tell me what type of rock this is, which is kind of interesting. But the closer I get, the better I can scan. Or the better information I get. Quantanium. 2.1% quantanium on this rock. But all these rocks have quantanium in it. Ooh. What about you? Why do I have my lights on? No need for that. Ooh, that one has 40% quantanium. We are absolutely going to mine here. Yeah, we're gonna mine this one first. You might as well just go for it. So let's switch to mining mode. Put my... Wait. Did I put my landing gear down? I did. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's actually see what the numbers are. All right, so to read this, and I guess I'm not going to do a tutorial right now, just going to play it, and I'm going to make a mining guide and tutorial another time. But I'm just going to, you know, talk as if you know already, so I apologize if you don't. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. I'll answer what I can, but like I said, I plan to create another guide, or actual guide for this. So we have all of our modules on the left-hand side. We have the torpid module, lifeline module. Shouldn't need those, because you're going to put that gadget on this rock. But on the right-hand side is the most important part. We have 40.9% quantanium in this rock. That's amazing. We're going to be able to fill up this ship with quantanium. Hopefully 100%. That's the goal. We'll see. But the instability is very, 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 very high. And then our optimal range is very, 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 very thin. So we need to reduce instability. And I think that instability number is taking into account our ship's equipment, which again, my mining laser has is really good against instability and resistance, I think. But the resistance is low, actually. But the instability is going to make this rock a nightmare to mine. So I'm going to try to put this for the first time ever. And I don't really even know how to do this, so we're going to be learning, or at least I'm going to be learning live here. Let's see. I think we have to put it on our person. And I don't know how to place it on the rock, though, so I might have to do a little bit of... it'll be edited for you, though, so it won't be so bad. All right, so we're going to put it there. There it is. Okay, so how do you put it on the rock? Let me take a quick look at that. Let's see. No. Oh. This is terrible. I dropped it, dude. Get over here. Do not go into the ground. I swear to God, I would be so pissed. What did I do wrong? Was I supposed to hold the button? I'm chasing the Bormax. Get back here. Holy. Oh my God. I don't know how to put this on there though. This rock is humongous. That's one thing I'm noticing. Oh my God. What am I doing? Oh my God, all this time I was crouching. Holy. All right, so let's see. Can I do a... No, it's not going to let me. Why is it not going to let me do that? Okay. Left click until... Okay. There we go. Oh my God. Mm. 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 Oh my God. Okay. Well. Oh my goodness. Did it even go on there? I don't even know if it. Uh, I'm not even gonna bother with getting rescued. Let's just pick it back up and try again. So, welcome back. Um, I got lucky. I alt F4 out, and I guess in time because I was able to keep my armor and the things that was in my backpack. I'll take that little small victory. I'll take that. Now on to back to where we were. Ooh, clusters. Well, last time we ran into a cluster of 2. They were Quantanium. Starting to wonder if we should have just mined that Quantanium rock. 3.19 instability. That might be telling. But at best, if this even was a Quantanium rock, it's going to be a little bit in there. That resistance, when there's a lot of Quantanium, that resistance is ridiculous. I just want to scan the rock. These are Quantanium rocks, by the way. You can see by the little orange color in there, or gold or whatever it is. I don't know. It's orange to me. But the question is, what percentage? That's 3.8 if my eyeballs are working well enough. That text is so small. Good grief. 3.42. I tell you what, for our first mining adventure, let's just go with it, right? Let's do this one. We'll come back out again and we'll get it. Okay, so this, I knew that button. It's so sensitive. This is actually not a bad one. Okay. Let's get into a decent range. Okay. That's sufficient. You want to get to where it's pretty good. So the rock, or the mining head that we have, should be a pretty good one. Let's go ahead and give it full power. Get that charge level going. We have a nice optimal range, so I'm feeling pretty good. So that right bar is going up, the power, the charge level, that is, and we just got to get into the optimal range and keep it in the optimal range until the bar fills up to the left, and then we'll be home free. So the idea also is that we break the rock all the way down to the point where we can start to extract it, but we don't extract it yet since we're dealing with 2 rocks. But even with just 1 rock, you don't want to do that because you want to wait till all of them are broken down into, extract to where you can extract them, so that you save it all and you save yourself the timer for Quantanium, because you have 15 minutes. Once you get any amount of Quantanium in your cargo hold, you have 15 minutes from that point to get the Quantanium to the station. Let's see, what do we got? This one is that has 25% aluminum in it and 74% inert materials. We don't want that. This one has 1.27 Quantanium, but in a ton of inert materials. That's a bad rock. Terrible rock. This one's probably going to be good. Yes, this one has 8.27 Quantanium. Let's just look at all of them before we move on. Let's just sort of scan them all. look at this one. Okay, this one's probably gonna have a good composition too. Okay, 7%. It's okay. Still doing the 42 inert material for both of those two pieces, which is concerning, but like I said, this is our first one. This is going to be a bad one because that optimal range is incredible. All right, let's break this other one before we start. No, let's actually finish breaking these down before we we want to get into optimal range. It says optimal, yeah, optimal range for this. Okay, this is, what's the instability on this one? 1.04, but that's okay. That's not bad. The instability is everything because as long as you can control the erratic nature of that power surge or charge level, you're good. It's when you can't properly predict it that it becomes quite scary. Let's not go crazy. Oh, it's almost at the overcharge. You do not want to overcharge. That is a no-no. Because you will then and now that you see the purple outline, this is as far as we could break this rock down. Now it's time to harvest it, or that is inert materials and quartz and aluminum. We don't want that piece at all. You can extract it. That's the word I was looking for. This one, aluminum and inert, but that's not a bad sign because that means the quantanium is concentrated in less rocks, less rock pieces, which is exactly what we want. This rock this piece right here is perfect. There's no inert materials. It's perfect in that, but of course we would want more quantanium in that, but you know, sometimes you just got to take what you can get. That's 72% inert. We don't want that. I'm going to try to do or have some visual memory too here of which piece. Oh, that has 14%. Cool. But that inert material count is ridiculous. All right, so we know we want that one piece. Oh, that's not, that inert material is pretty ridiculous, man. Good grief. All right. That one has 1.27. That has, neither one of those have quantanium. Oh, did we miss this one? We missed one. Oh, but that has nothing that we want. What about this one, though? Missed another one. Ooh, 3%. All right, so we got one here that has 1.2. I'm just going to go for it, just in case. I'm trying to play this as careful as possible. All it takes is one time. And just imagine when PES comes in and server meshing. Because right now, pirates can't really take your stuff. Not from the ships. They can take your stuff from the rock, but not really from the ships. They can't take your ship and transfer the materials and what have you. But once PES is in and cargo refactor, that changes. All right, let's do this. I think they had about the same amount. Oh, yeah, I guess I should go full bore. Keep forgetting this is the full rock here. We got some work to put into this thing before it breaks. But the Lancet mining head is really good for this because it's affordable and it sort of takes care of the resistance and instability of the rocks rather than, you know, providing just sheer power or energy that goes into the rock, which is what you get with the Helix. Thing is, your base mining laser can't even break the quantanium rock, so that's the reason why you need to upgrade, period. But the Lancet gives you just enough power to, not have to worry about, being able to break the rock, but it gives you even more, which is, I'm surprised the price differences are the same, or are what they are. Almost there. Give it a little more juice. Sometimes it takes a second for the thing to even break. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 8.02 quantanium. That's okay for what we're working with. That's a terrible piece. That optimal range is huge. This one's also going to be bad. No quantanium. This one, I can tell this is going to have quantanium. 9.6. Okay, so I think we break these. Those two. Let's see about this third one. Nope, this is going to be a bad one. We don't care about that one. All right, let's do it. Okay, I think this is it. We're going to grab what we can, and we're going to be out of here. All right, so let's just query what we have, and we're going to start pulling it in. That's inert. Pretty much with no value in it at all. But that's actually not a bad thing, because that means there's more concentrated rocks with quantanium. It's not more spread out, because you see there was 5 sub rocks there. That means 2 of these rock pieces now, well, actually 6, it was 6 pieces. I think it was 6 pieces. Yeah, even still. So 2 of these rocks are going to have the full concentration of that 8% quantanium. Which means, yep, we get a 54%er, and which is wonderful. And then we get whatever this one is, if it is anything in it. No, it's not. All right, so now it's time to start collecting it. We're gonna do just that. And right inside, of course, you can see our inventory. Let's see. It was inert. None of you other ones had anything worthwhile. That one did. That one did. We're really not going to be taking back a lot here. So it's going to be an all right return, but we can do a whole lot better. A whole lot better. Hey, we didn't see that rock before. I mean, it's no inert materials. We'll take this one. All right, let's get the other ones then. Let's see. Put you over here. This one has 17. Let's grab it. Oh, but all that inert material is ridiculous, man. But you know what? It's okay. Just gonna... It's our first mining trip since being back, so we're just gonna take it all. Regardless of the inert materials. We're almost full, though, which is weird. Didn't expect that. Okay, that one is useless. Quartz. Aluminum. Quantanium. So yeah, about... what, 3 SCU of the stuff? Oh, well, we'll take this too. Every little bit will count at this point. Make sure we didn't leave any. I knew there was another piece down there. Oh my goodness, there's a whole nother quantanium rock down there that I didn't see. Well, that's okay. We're gonna just take it back. Take what we got. But I should have did before that. We want to go back to Arca 1. And we want to get to it now. So let's go. See if we can make it back in one piece. I forgot how much we filled up to, but as you can see, the Prospector doesn't have a lot of capacity to hold a lot of ore, so you'll be doing a bunch of trips to, really put a dent in your pocket. Well, not a dent, but like add a stack or two to your pocket. But a few good trips would do you very well. Like if you're able to fill up your Prospector like 100% Quantanium, which is possible, by the way. You just gotta do some good scouting to find the rock, and hopefully a cluster of them. That will net you a lot of alpha UEC. So, yeah. Yep, it's a great way to make a lot of good money. As well, I say as quickly as possible, but it really depends on how good you are at finding good spots for Quantanium rocks. And there's a few places and a few tools, by the way, on the internet that you can check to maybe help you find those areas. So we're not out of the woods yet either. Like I told you about. Oh, that is a player. I don't like it. Or is it? I'm not even gonna find out. But you see that cooldown? See how we have to cool down? You want a different quantum drive that cooldowns much. And see, I just made a big mistake. You want one that cools down much faster than that. And I think there is one. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I think there is one. Because you don't want to be sitting dead in the water in a Prospector. That's not a good look. Not a good situation. That light didn't come on yet, so we're doing really good on time. Or it didn't change yellow yet, I should say. So we're doing really good on time. That is a player, though, and I'm not thrilled about it.
Crusader Security Director Rust. I am calling upon any traders and haulers in the sector for assistance during these ongoing hostilities. With regular quantum traffic currently offline, the people of the blockaded station are in need of emergency supplies.
This is not good.
As thanks for undertaking such risk during these trying times.
Dude, I'm so trying to get inside. Okay, really? You're gonna take me over there? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I told you this thing was terrible at maneuverability. And I wasn't kidding. Holy. Yeah, this thing is not. That took everything I had just to turn this thing in the right direction. Can barely see, honestly. All right, let's go ahead and. Oh my God, I'm so disoriented right now. Let me get myself. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's not fly in there and kill ourselves. All right, so far so good. So far so good. We're still not out of the woods just yet, because that 15-minute timer does not stop here. The only time that timer stops, is once we store it. So your ship can blow up in the hangar. So it's funny. I said I wasn't going to make this a tutorial, and I really didn't mean to. And it's really just the basic stuff, honestly. Just some of the basic stuff here. Of course, with the volatility, you don't have to worry about that with the other ores that are in the game right now. Maybe that changes down the road. I'm sure it will. I'm sure there'll be all types of different ores that have different levels of volatility or other dangerous aspects to them, or considerations at least. I'm really looking forward to that too. Like that's the thing about Star Citizen right now. It's a very deep game already, and it's only gonna get deeper. So we're gonna head up to. There's a signage for that. Refinement processing. And let me see. Does this show on here again where you can at least see it? Yeah, there you go. So we can see what we have, right? So if I sold it now, I'd make 15,000 alpha UEC. Most of that being Quantanium or coming from Quantanium. We're gonna refine it. Yes, we are. Set up work order on the quartz, the Quantanium. And now for the method, I think we still want the, so this is high speed, moderate cost, low yield, which to me is ridiculous. So that would take us 17 minutes, and it would cost us 2,000 alpha UC, but trust me, it's low yield, so we don't want that. Next one is low speed, high cost, high yield. That's a, no, I don't like that one because it is super costly. Gaskin process, high speed, high cost, moderate yield. It depends on how fast you need the money. I don't like that one. Low yield. Anything that's low yield is just a big no for me. This one is also not so bad. Fair in exchange. High yield, but moderate cost and low speed, so you'd be waiting forever. Moderate, which is not so bad, I guess. This is my favorite one. Very low speed, so it takes about a day, depending. Low cost, though, and then high yield. I'm a patient man. I'm a very, very patient man, so I can wait. I can absolutely wait. That thermonatic deposition is also probably a good one. Let's get the quote for this. See, very cheap, 1,000 alpha UEC, but it's going to take us 14 hours. So we'll pick this up soon, and we have to sell it back at, in this case, we're going to just probably take it to Area 18, the TDD there, Trade Development and something or another. So let's go ahead and set that job up. Work order accepted. Timer is kicking. You can always stop this too, but we can also choose where we want to store it. Right now, the only ship that's here outside of my Prospector is the Titan, which may be enough, actually, by the time it's all said and done. So, all done there, man. We did it. We did it. But we did not do a lot in the sense of, like, the amount of Quantanium that we, mined. We need to do a little bit better of, again, it's about patience, and then just finding the right cluster of rocks, of Quantanium rocks, and right composition, I'll say. And yeah, that's the way it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as I think I mentioned it at the beginning of this video, but there is a giveaway this month for November. Please don't forget to, if you're subscribed and if you comment on any video during the month, you are automatically entered in to win the Gray Cat STV. So good luck to you. Thank you. And it's just my way of saying thank you and trying to continue to grow the channel. So that's, once again, thank you. And I'll see you in the next video.